big chance for Atletico Madrid as both Barcelona and Real Madrid fail to win. But will it make any difference whatsoever who becomes champion? We'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video, this time looking forward to match day number 33 in your 2018-2019 La Liga season, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button to keep you back up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, football, we're going to all here under one roof. Now, before we jump into those predictions of last week and look forward to match day 33, I got something for you, folks. You can join me live on Twitch on Easter Monday at around about 4 p.m. Central European Time, 3 p.m. GMT, where I'll be doing a instant reaction video or instant reaction stream over on Twitch. We'll be watching Bolton against Blackburn Rovers at Eibar Park. You can catch me there live, and we'll talk about obviously the Blackburn Rovers game, but also Champions League. We can talk about the Premier League, talk about La Liga, all that kind of good stuff, international football, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to pick my ears about. Make sure you head over to my Twitch stream live on Easter Monday. Link to that sucker in your description down below. But anyway, let's just jump into thick things and take a look at the old predictions and how I got on last week. Well, Espanyol opened up the weekend with a 2-1 win over Alavés. And that gave themselves a big old boost in the old campaign as they possibly could squeeze Europa League football, but I think it's a long shot. I actually saw this as a 2-1 victory as well for Espanyol, so got that one bang on the nose, boys and girls. Next up, Huesca up against the leaders, so it's bottom up against top, and boy oh boy, what a surprise do we have here. A 0-0 draw, massive point for Huesca. It might be a too little too late. That's 3 draws on the spin for Huesca. Barcelona on the flip side, just 1-1 in 3. I actually thought it was going to be a 3-1 home win. A 3-1 away win for Barcelona. So we got that one wrong. Absolutely big time, Charlie. Next up was Atlético Madrid up against Celta Vigo, and like I said, Atlético Madrid, the big wingers this weekend, 2-0 win at home against Celta Vigo, and that's another one I got bang on the nose. 2 out of 3 for me this weekend. Yeah, kicking off further, Sevilla took on Real Betis. Sevilla now looking good for Champions League football, sitting in 4th place, 1 point clear of Getafe after their 3-2 win over Real Betis. I actually saw it as a 3-1 win, so just 1 goal shy, but ultimately Correctamundo. Real Valladolid took on Getafe, and they actually pulled off a 2-2 draw, giving themselves a big old boost as well towards the foot of the table. But yeah, it's still not good. They're still in the old drop zone. Still got it all to do. Getafe on the flip side, now 1 point adrift of those Champions League spots. Actually, there was a 2-0 away win in favour of Getafe, so we got that one wrong, folks. Athletic Bilbao took on Rayo Vallecano, and again, Rayo Vallecano slipped up, 3-2 defeat in favour of Athletic Bilbao, and that victory for them gives themselves a big old boost themselves. Where are they now? They're up to 7th in the table. My oh my, 4 wins out of 5. Big turnaround for them. Actually, so it was a 1-1 draw, so I got that one wrong as well. Sociedad took on Eibar, and Sociedad could only manage the 1-1 draw, and that gives Eibar a big old boost in the middle of the table. Just 1 win out of 6 now for them. As for Sociedad, 2 wins out of 6. Not too great. Actually, so it was a 2-1 win going in favour of Sociedad, so I got that one wrong as well. Girona up against Europa League Villarreal, and Villarreal picking up a good old win, and that seems to get themselves up and at them. They're now into 15th spot after that win, and actually saw it as a 2-0 win for Villarreal, so got that one close to the money as well. Valencia also in the Europa League up against Levante, and that ends as a 3-1 victory in favour of Valencia, and they also could be in the reckoning for Champions League football. They've turned their season around as well massively, just 1 defeat out of 6 for them. Actually saw it as a 3-0 win for Valencia, so just 1 goal shy. And wrapping up the old Monday night game, Leganés up against Real Madrid, and ZZ's boys could only manage a 1-1 draw, and that is sloppy by them. They could have actually closed the gap in on 2nd spot after Atletico Madrid if they picked up a victory, but no, actually saw it as a 2-1 win going in favour of Real Madrid, so I got that one nowhere near. But overall, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. Not too shabby indeed. Anyway, let's take a look at this weekend's matches. Alavés up against Valladolid. Now, Alavés are, well, they've fallen off the pace a little bit into 8th spot now. They haven't won in a while. That's 4 games in a row without a victory. But will they get back to winning ways up against Valladolid, who are struggling? They are scrambling for points here, but I think Valladolid will take home the big victory, and that win could get them up and out of the drop zone. It could suck in the likes of Girona, Villarreal, Levante, or Celta Vigo back in the drop. And speaking of Celta Vigo, they take on Girona. Celta Vigo coming into this in 17th spot. 2 wins of the past 4 games, not too shabby up against Girona side, who have hit a rough patch form, 4 defeats on the spin, and I think Celta Vigo will get the better of them this weekend with a 2-0 win, and that should pull them clear as well of the old drop zone. Atletico Madrid head to Eibar this weekend. Eibar hit in 13th spot at the minute, unbeaten in 4 games up against Atletico Madrid, who have lost twice in 5. Tough one, this one. I think if Atletico Madrid do have any aspirations for upsetting the top spot, Barcelona, they need to win this one, and they will. 3-1 winners for Atletico Madrid away from home. Rayo Vallecano up against Huesca, big one this one. It is 20th up against 19th. A win for either side would make a huge bit of difference. This is a must-win game for either side. Despite Huesca's recent form of 3 draws on the spin, I still see Vallecano picking up a 2-1 win at home to give themselves a boost. And that boost would close the gap in on 18th place, Real Valladolid. But they will also win as well, according to my predictions. Barcelona up against Real Sociedad this weekend. Barcelona top spot, 74 points on the board. Just 1 win in 3, like I said earlier, up against Real Sociedad, who are in 10th spot, who've just won 1 in 6. Barcelona will pick up the big fat W. 3-0 winners over at the Camp Nou. Is that how they call it? Yeah, the Camp Nou, that's right. Levante up against Espanyol this weekend as well. Levante coming into this 16th spot. Haven't won in 6 games. Up against the Espanyol side in 10th spot. What's their form like? 2 wins on the spin for them. 2 defeats out of 6 as well. But Espanyol make it 3 wins on the spin as well, and give themselves an outside shot at the Europa League football. Getafe take on in-form Sevilla. Getafe are in 5th. Sevilla in 4th. A lot of crunch games this weekend. Sevilla 3 wins on the spin. 5 wins out of 6 as well. Very good form. But they'll lose to Getafe. A bit of a surprise here. 2-0 win for Getafe to get their season back on track and maybe, just maybe, get themselves back into Champions League reckoning. Real Madrid will take on Atlético Bilbao this weekend, and Zizi's boys will come back in convincing style. 4-1 winners at the Bernabeu to give themselves a big old boost as well, to kind of secure their 3rd spot at least, and maybe close the gap in on Atlético Madrid, depending on what goes on up there. Villarreal will take on Leganés, and Villarreal coming to this in 15th spot. Obviously, they are still thinking about Europa League football. I think they've got an uphill struggle over there as well. Their form in the league is okay. What we got? We've got 3 wins out of a possible 6. 2 defeats in that cluster as well. But they'll get another win here. 2-0 wins over Leganés, who come into this match in 12th spot. And that victory for Villarreal will give them a boost and maybe get them as high as 14th in the table. And wrapping up the weekend, it will be Real Betis up against Valencia. Betis coming to this as high in 9th spot at the moment, up against the Valencia side, who are in 6th spot. And a win for Betis could get them into the 7th spot and will have an outside sniff of Europa League football. As for Valencia, a win for them could see them closing the gap and maybe even overtake Sevilla in the Champions League spots. And it is going to be a big victory for them. 3-1 wins for Valencia away from home to spark some life into that 4th spot Champions League race. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a good old thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof. And while I still have you, make sure you smash the old subscribe, and also check out the old links to my other social media platforms. Are in there: Twitter, Facebook, and all that kind of good stuff. And again, stick your own predictions down in the comment section as of what you will think will happen this weekend over in La Liga. And once again, I'm going to big it up the old tease of my Twitch show this Easter Monday. About 30 minutes prior to kickoff, I will put a little reminder on your YouTube channel, so head over there, check me out live on the go, ask me anything you like. If it is something about La Liga, Champions League, the old Copa America coming up in the summer, the African Cup of Nations, whatever you want to talk about, we could talk about it. Head over to the Twitch stream live Monday, and it's going to be worth a treat, so check it out. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of here. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.